Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play LA Noire. Let's solve some more cases, shall we? We're gonna move on to traffic this time, and today we're gonna be doing the driver's seat. Let's go!
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Bokowsky.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
Oh, he's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet everybody.
Phelps is one of only two serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bokowsky.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we are partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bokowsky. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm going to start you out with one case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
Alright, we're back. Right off the bat, we're gonna change outfits. You unlock more outfits by doing certain things, mainly by getting a lot of interrogation points right. But, let's change out of this suit, because I don't like it. We get the Outsider. And personally, I like this one a lot. Then we have the Sword of Justice, which he looks like Phoenix Wright, so we might go with this one. Then you can have the Patrol outfit. Of course, the outfit you start with. The Sunset Strip. Best worn while rubbing shoulders with the movie stars. And to be honest, this one's good too. Then we got the Broderick. Hit harder and take more punches before going down. And then I have the Sharpshooter. Makes you better with guns. But we're going to go with the Sword of Justice. Because, again, Phoenix Wright. Objection, motherfucker.
I just wish you'd hurry up and propose already.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Time for your song and dance right now.
That's the guy from the paper.
You know this place?
That big case.
Sure. Near the old gasworks and Signo Depot in the warehouse district. I'll direct.
You, can also get street crimes that you can answer to. They're basically side missions. So, that's that. Excuse you, sir! No. I'm in the right. Fuck you.
So, tell me a little about yourself, Phelps.
Are we friends now, Bokowsky?
Yes.
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy. I grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. Went to college at Stanford. Did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early '45 as a first lieutenant. Fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded. Shipped back home. Did a year on the beat. Now I'm here.
Ah, dang
So
it.
you won the Silver Star.
I nudged him.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight.
I'm trying
You
to get as
single-handedly
less
killed
amount of
40
damage as
chaps
possible
on this
while
island
also trying to
Okinawa.
let these guys talk.
No. You were
It's
up
a hard
there all
balance.
night,
Draped in the
Not gonna
knife
lie.
between your
So you
teeth,
know what?
gun
Fuck
at
it.
the
There's
ready,
subtitles you
finished?
can read.
The Emperor,
I hope you can
Hirohito
read.
himself, leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Bokowsky. What did you do?
I kept the streets of LA safe for the people.
Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service.
Now, fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I did my job.
No one is saying you didn't.
I did 6 years as a patrolman.
That's the third time you've told me.
Yeah, there's a lot of banter, and actually Bokowsky so far is my personal favorite of the buddies you get, because every time you upgrade to a desk, you switch partners. And the new one I have in the Homicide, I'm not too big a fan, but Bokowsky, he's got a lot of character, and he doesn't really take a lot of Phelps bullshit. Like, Phelps is a good guy, but my god does he have a stick up his ass. And hey, I'm doing pretty good with driving. Alright, here we are. And I will remain quiet.
That you, Bokowsky? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out.
Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
Okay, it's time for us to actually solve some cases. I didn't know traffic detectives got involved in stuff like murders. I thought that was all homicide.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the coroner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right. We'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Okay, we're just gonna go examine. Now, here's another thing of intuition. It can be used outside and inside of interrogations, such as this, where you get to see all the clues. And if you're wondering if this does any damage to your final grade at the end, no. There's no penalty to using your intuition. In fact, they want you to use your intuition.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Why a pig? So yeah, don't worry about, oh no, if I use this I'm gonna lose everything. No. This game judges you on how well you solve the crime, as well as car and property damage.
Brand name might give us something to go on.
So yeah, use those intuition points. Don't be afraid. In fact, using your intuition points might actually prove to be beneficial due to the fact that you also get judged by how many clues you find. And if you can't find any clues, well, then you're kind of sunk. Alright, where is it? I had it. Come on. There we go.
Stenzel glasses. home repaired by the look of it.
And finally, this wallet.
"32 years old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?"
Interesting.
Happier times, I guess.
I guess when you married the fucking Joker. Oof. The game graphics in this game is good, and oh my god, what have you done? Man, I love that the fact that LA Noire is a prequel to We Happy Few. Holy shit.
Doc? Detective Phelps. What have we got?
A lot of blood for a blunt force injury. Victim must be in a very bad way.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of the car.
Oh my. Someone made a mess.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
A lot? I think he lost all of it. Alright, now that that's all done, yeah, up there it'll say investigation music will end when you get all the clues. So that's another sign that you've searched the whole area. Now, let's talk to this fine gentleman.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Well, good on you. Anyways, let's talk to him and see what's up.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Now, the thing about our friend here, Nate, he's actually going to be telling the truth in a lot of statements except for one. So, you go good cop here.
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Alright, now, let's see what he knows about Adrian Black.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
Again, he's telling the truth here, so let's go good cop.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
I guess if you work here hard enough, you'll know all the regulars, and, well, if a new one shows up, it'd pretty much be looking at a red dot in a white room, you know? Anyways, let's talk about the bloodstained pipe.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
To be fair, I would do the same, so, and again, he's telling the truth here, so good cop.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
And finally, we need to talk to him about the contents of the wallet.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
This is the only time you actually pick something that's not good cop, but you also don't pick accuse either. You have to pick bad cop.
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was going to steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps.
Okay.
Down here, we'll head over there now.
And we're done here. Now we have to go somewhere else. Our next stop is the Black residence, sorry. Been watching too much Ruby. But with that, we go there and we're done. Yeah, you can make your partner drive if you want, but no. Then we can't get all the side stuff. There are many other ways you can actually have cases end. You can actually find the truth and put the real scumbag to justice.
Bunker Hill Avenue.
Or
where that is?
you can
Behind
just...
Bunker Hill. Couple blocks
like,
north of Central
fuck up
Station.
royally.
So, what do we tell the wife?
We play it by the book.
I'm gonna
There's no stiff
I'm gonna
yet,
say
so let's see how it
something
plays out.
after these guys are done talking. Okay, they're done talking? Thanks. But anyways, a lot of people who play this game, and when they brought up the accusations
Could be a
of
car
that
theft
man,
gone wrong.
they're
Make
like,
Black drive somewhere
how
else
does he
and
not
give
know
the
who
tap.
Adrian Black is if he looked inside the wallet? And I'm sitting here thinking, you know, you don't have to look in someone's wallet and, you know, look at their license. Most of the times, people open it up to see if there's any money inside, grab the money, and leave the wallet. I mean, he didn't even have to bother looking at the guy's license or even photograph.
Doesn't add up.
That's how he could still know that that wasn't Adrian. He didn't know who Adrian Black was. He didn't even bother to look at it. That's why. That's what bothered me about most of the people who say, like, oh, why do you know?
Crossing yesterday?
No, what happened?
Over on Lincoln Avenue. This guy's driving along and his oil light comes on. He stops the car and gets out. He pops the hood and...
He's on a rail crossing.
Oh, you got it. He's got his head under there checking the oil, and the Southern Pacific Freight slams into his car doing 90 miles an hour.
Jesus!
The car came to a rest more than a mile down the track.
I like trains.
Pointless waste of life.
And my God, man, I
Plenty of
cannot
blood, guts,
imagine
mindless stupidity
those
worth
people
traffic, Phelps.
in the cars who get
Who needs
hit
a
by
Second
the
Amendment when
trains,
we'll give a goddamn
or
fool
people
the
who
license
get
to
into
behind
train
the wheel of an
wrecks.
automobile.
That shit's got to be really fucking scary. Like, I never had to deal with a vehicle or transportation
if it's a murder
related
the
accident.
evidence doesn't add up.
The closest I ever came to that was heartbreaking because of the fact that we almost hit a deer or a raccoon.
What I wouldn't give to have your powers of intuition, Bokowsky.
Very
Don't worry, kid.
common
You watch the
creatures
master and you'll get there
where I
eventually.
live. That and skunks. Oof, skunks are a dime a dozen here. But you know what? It's quiet. So I'll take that. Now, I think we want to continue straight. Yes, we do. Alright, we're almost at the Blake's place. Black! Fuck! You! Me! Ah!
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window, at the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Alright, it's time to investigate, but before we actually investigate, we have another newspaper to, I'd say read, but that's pretty much wrong. Anyways, here's another cutscene for the story that is unfolding.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, It feels like it's in a
I'm
vice.
going to give you something to calm your nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, occasions that made you laugh, times that made you smile.
You know, considering the timing and all that, it wouldn't surprise me if he injected him with, like, heroin or cocaine or something. Shit that would be considered modern medicine and now, like, violent shit. Anyways, let's look at the matches.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
Oh my.
Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
Also, Cole, I am very impressed by your nails. We'll worry about the calling of the address later. Right now, we want to continue looking for clues. And we want to look at this.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
I think we also want to look at the brochure for Instaheat. I think that too is a clue. Only $82? Jesus, that's cheap. $82.50. Damn, that's fucking cheap. Wonder if they're still in business. Oh yeah, you know, I never did find the answer to the Bank of Arcadia type thing. You know what? I'm gonna look that up right now. I'm gonna see if that's a real place. Bank of Arcadia. Here we go. Bank of Arcadia. Oh, yeah, shit, it's a real place. Looks like 131. Oh wow, like WA, like Wisconsin or something. Oh yeah, it's in Wisconsin.
Got things to do.
Shut up! I was looking up something important, you piece of shit. Fuck you, Bokowsky. Man, more matches. The dude's got like 2 books of matches. I actually think there's more matches in here.
This must be Adrian's.
Wee. Stenzel.
Stenzel. So the glasses are a match.
Alrighty. And let's looky here. Oh, who's Nicole?
Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Is this going to be tied to Dead Space somehow? Make us whole? Also, honestly, I did like the first Dead Space. I haven't not played any of the sequels.
Used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Interesting. Now, we need to investigate, I think, here.
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
Huh. You know, I played this game for a while and I never caught on to that. But anyways, I think the last thing we want to investigate is outside. Here we go.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
And because of Phelps OCD, sorry, we have to finish this pipe system. And this goes here. Is it just me, or does this have like a really weird output, like heavily shadowed black? Or is that just me? Hello.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
Alright, now I believe we have settled everything. Yay, useless flowers. Flowers. I believe we're done. Oh, but first, let's use the telephone.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks.
Okay. Now we have a new locale, but let's talk to her now because we're done here.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
Much like Nate, you're not really going to find any flaws with her testimonies. So the majority of these are going to be good cop, and one is going to be accused. But this is a good cop.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
Does not sound like he is good. Anyways, the Kavanaugh's Bar matchbook.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's Bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
Once again, good cop.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there?
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Next, we need to ask about the location of Adrian Black.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
Once again, good cop.
So nothing out of the usual then?
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
He stays out pretty long, huh? Anyways, let's talk about the glasses.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
He just bought a new pair and he broke them? Wow, he sucks. Anyways, good cop.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They looked terrible.
Okay, the photograph signed Nicole is where we break the combo. The combo breaker! But we're gonna go for the alibi first, and then we'll ask about the photograph.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? Oh, what an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
As much of a dick as we were to her, we still gotta pick good cop.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited, but he never came home.
And finally, let's talk about the combo breaker. The photograph signed Nicole.
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
In case you haven't guessed, this is starting to sound like a really bad marriage. But anyways, you have to accuse her.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
Poor lady, living in denial. Anyways, show her the concealed message.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
Okay, now that that's done, let's head to the bar. Now, if you fuck up, you can actually lose your traces, and I actually think she can be arrested for murder. But, don't worry. I'm gonna show you all the truth. It's like a Phoenix Wright game. You have to fight for the truth. So anyways, let us continue down this road. We need to head to Kavanaugh's bar.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out of there.
Oh, crap.
Mr. and Mrs.
I'm not
Black
good at
don't seem to
reversing.
have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type, but stranger things have happened.
Ugh. Maybe this is why I shouldn't go behind the driver's seat. I suck. Alright, if we continue this way, we should be fine. Now we gotta go talk to Frank Morgan at Kavanaugh's bar. He is a prick. Alright, this left coming up. Alright. Kavanaugh's bar. Here we are.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
I always found that hilarious.
Tuna fish for someone. And the chicken.
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's a regular. He's a loner in the back.
What is the special of the day?
Frank Morgan? Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
Anyway, we need to talk to him about the link to abandoned vehicle. If you get this wrong, you get a second chance at finding the truth. That's all I can say. Link to the abandoned vehicle.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
Anyways, Dan, look at this slimy prick. It feels like if I touch his skin, I'm going to get ooze on my hand. Anyways, accuse.
You're lying, Morgan. You were there.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
And the evidence we need to show is the pig receipt. Receipt for a live hog.
You were there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already.
That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He wanted me to make it look like he'd been attacked.
Curiouser and curiouser. Kat was playing with something she should not have. Anyways, the location of Adrian Black.
Where exactly is Black holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
Bad cop, this motherfucker.
I'm tired of your shtick, Morgan. Spill it, or we take you out in the alley and we knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows town.
An address?
It's an apartment house at the corner of Temple and Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops. Cuff him, let him go. It's up to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this idiot up.
Father hates him.
You got Morgan's address? Let's get over to his apartment.
But anyways,
I've
let's
met some
go
pretty
wrap
good
this
liars
up.
in my time. People who sound convincing because they actually believe their own bullshit. Huh. The type is clever, hard to catch out.
Frank Morgan is not one of those people.
No, he is not.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services. Blood found in the abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger, KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps.
Hey, get out of my way. But yeah, there we go. We learned that the blood is actually pig. So they just took a poor pig and bludgeoned the poor thing with a pipe. Wow. Okay, look, I know farm animals like that are usually destined for the butcher's block. But that's still kind of fucked up. I mean, I love animals. I mean, if I ever had to live on a farm knowing animals are to be destined for the slaughterhouse, I would probably be heartbroken a lot, because I'd be the jackass who's going around forming
tank, Phelps.
bonds with all these animals. Like, I would call the cows my friends, the pigs my buddies, chickens! And the next thing I know, I'm eating them on a side with pineapple, and I'm like, oh.
Let's check the place out. Come on.
Apartment 2.
Help you, gentlemen?
LAPD detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from L.A. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
I knew it! Phelps, go after him.
God damn it!
Get him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian.
Now, I don't know if you can actually catch him. I mean, I try, but I horrifically fail.
Mr. Black, get back here right now.
Oh, come on, really?
Stop right there, Adrian.
It's over, Adrian.
But anyways, that's that. And the case is over.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife,
lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bokowsky here, you could go a long way in this department.
And there we go. We got 5 stars. Adrian Black can look forward to his day in court and a beating from the LA press. Oh, wow. Cool. I barely did any injuries or anything. That's great. $28 worth in damages? That's nothing. I mean, back then it was probably something because, you know, people were so, like, money, like, inflamed bad. Like, there was this movie where a guy went to a restaurant, and in that time period, he had to pay $135, because it was like a restaurant bar type deal. And someone did some math, and an inflammatory, because of the inflaming of it and whatnot, it would have cost over $1,000 in today's time. Anyways, we are done with this case of LA Noire. So, next time, we will do the consul's car. And oh boy! It's a doozy. Bye!